Hey everyone, so if you notice anything strange this video, creaky noises, camera people in the background, or lapel mics that we don't usually have because they're definitely not ours, that's because CNN came over to shoot a profile of Grace and I for Pride. Cool, right? It was super fun. I held a meetup, got the chance to chat IRL with a bunch of you. We ate cupcakes, traded pins, bonded a lot. I think I'd like to do a big gay Minneapolis picnic sometime this summer. Also, do you like my cap? It's a neat hat. Get it? These were actually just released today, and there are only like 70 available, so definitely check them out if you like. I just think it's so cute. It's my personal new favorite hat. Alright, that's all. Bye.
There's not 1 inch of your skin I'm not crazy for. But if one's left untouched, give me some time to explore.
Hey everyone. Alright, y'all are here to see Grace and I's scars, so let's dive into it. Overall, I'm super happy with how things are healing. 9.5 out of 10. There isn't much I'd trade my results for. I am a grateful, satisfied being. I will admit there are some problem areas though, and we'll start with barely an issue and advance to kind of weird what's going on. So first, my incisions started out floss thin, and now they are definitely thicker. It's totally normal and natural, but I can't lie, watching them expand little by little over the months gave me anxiety. They were also just a little higher and totally straight right away, and over time they've drooped to a lower, swoopier shape. It's subtle, maybe you don't really see, but since it's my body, it's something I easily notice. And because my scars are a source of dysphoria for me, I am sensitive to it. My nipples also started out pretty flawless and totally round, and now the edges of them are a bit jagged and beveled. What's more, there are 2 spots on the inside, and around the edges I've lost a little pigment. I'm thinking about maybe getting it filled in with some tattoo ink. Haven't totally decided though, but one of my biggest cosmetic problems is this little dog ear. It actually started out larger, so it has shrunk, and I was hoping that eventually it would go away, but nah, it's chillin'. So my plan is to get a revision one day. Not sure when, not totally in a rush, we'll just see. And then content warning for if you're queasy and or don't like weird bodily fluid things. This is where I stop talking about this. But the most bizarre surgery effect I've encountered is my left nipple leaks. It's like a small but never-ending zit. I definitely won't regret telling the internet this. Every day I could squeeze it. Oh God, why am I admitting to this? I'm admitting to this in case anyone else is going through it and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with my nipple? Every day I could squeeze it and some white discharge comes out. Blech. The word discharge. Ugh. And you might be thinking,
ugh, that is TMI, Ash.
And maybe you're right. I'm trying not to be too body shamey and grossed out by this because it's like natural and it's like me. But has this happened to anyone else? I think so. I just don't think anyone talks about it. I was scared at first when it started happening. I thought, is my nipple infected? Is it gonna fall off? What the heck? So I asked Garamoni about it when we went down for Grace, and he said it's normal. Or maybe not like normal, but it happens. He says it's just a duct that's a little clogged and maybe irritated, and told me to put benzoyl peroxide on it, which is the active ingredient in pimple cream. So it's official, I have a zit nipple. A zimple. You jealous? The benzoyl peroxide has seemed to slow things down, but it's weird, and now you know. Alright, let's go hear a bit from Grace.
There must be gold in your chest.
Alright, how's my hair bug? It's very cute. Okay, cool. Yeah, go ahead. Hey everyone! Look who I have with me today.
I came back.
You did! It's been a long time.
I know. I'm sorry. Did you miss me?
Well, they missed you mostly.
Yeah, I've been here with you.
Yeah. So why have you been away for so long?
I was recovering from top surgery.
And what are we gonna do today?
Dance. No, we're going to talk about my top surgery. We're going to talk about my aftercare, and then I'm also going to show my chest, I think. Or that might be a question you ask me.
Yeah, do you want to show your chest?
Yeah.
Okay, we could do it either right now, you could like show your chest, or we could get B-roll later. What do you want to do? Either way.
Let's just do it.
Cool, go for it.
All right. I know, I gotta add the music.
So you are actually unbuttoning your shirt for the first time in front of a large audience. How do you feel?
I'm nervous.
Yeah?
But it's good. I feel like more confident because we're in our house. So, all right, there we go.
Look at you!
Yeah. So this is my chest. I am about 2.5 months post-op.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still like kind of in the like, not like baby phase, but like getting out of like that section and then into where my scars are going to change. I feel like I'm approaching that stage.
I would say the same thing. I would say you're like on the precipice of a transition.
Yeah.
I mean, let's dive into aftercare.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so what has your aftercare been like?
So when we first got home, I took Dr. Garamoni's instructions very seriously, and I followed all of his like stuff for making sure that like my nipples, like I had like the like that mesh that they give you.
Yeah, the surgical mesh.
The surgical mesh, and I took really good care of that, and I made sure that like I just kind of followed his instructions. But like post that, I did a lot less than you did. I tried scar creams and I tried ScarGuard, but I didn't really like it. I didn't really like it that much. It didn't feel super awesome on my body.
What does that mean? It didn't feel super awesome on your body? Like you just felt like it wasn't doing much for you? Or
Yeah, I felt like it wasn't really doing a lot for me. And then ScarGuard also for me like hurt when it came off. And then the scar cream was just kind of like ruining my clothes. So I didn't really want to keep doing that. I didn't want to keep wearing the wrap because it was really hurting my back.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of like scar massage though, and I still do that every day. So that's like the one thing I would say that I do very consistently, and I have a lot of flexibility in them, which I like.
Yeah, they're super mobile. When I go like this, your scar is not stuck. It follows me, which is nice.
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Just feeling you up. Can I share a funny story about how you ruined one of our shirts with scar cream and then I went in public with it on?
Yes, you can, because it is hilarious.
So Grace put a little, it wasn't even scar cream, it was just Baxitracin.
Yeah, it was just Baxitracin.
On their nips, and
So it's very important.
it is. You gotta Baxitracin.
You don't want to lose your nipple.
You don't, and it happens sometimes.
It does.
And then so it had some nice little nipple stains right
Right.
on the t-shirt, and I didn't notice, so I put it on, and then I went to go work out with our trainer, and I just noticed that
I was like, love,
it looks like I was like leaking. I was kind of mortified.
yeah, it just kind of looks like you were lactating. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Did you struggle with me wanting to like do different scar care that I didn't do as much as you? I did a little bit of like the ScarGuard or the bio oil and stuff like that, but I didn't follow a routine as much as you did.
No, that didn't like cause me anxiety because I know that it's like your body and I want to respect how you want to care for your body. I think, I get excited about things. So I was excited to be like, look at these strips. They're super helpful. Do you know
your
why?
silicone strips?
Yeah, and I was like, do you want to know why they're helpful? It's because they train your collagen to lie flat. And then so maybe you were like, cool bro, that's neat. But it didn't cause me anxiety. I think maybe what caused me anxiety was in the very beginning, we were definitely more lax with some of the restrictions and rules for you.
A little bit. I probably like
Yeah.
reached a little bit too far, and stuff like that.
An independent person. So
I
you
am.
like to take care of yourself. So you're like, I can make myself cereal. And I was like, no.
I went like this. Just like tried to.
Not true.
You don't have to tell the people that. I think I tried to listen to my body as much as I could. Like, as soon as, like, something didn't feel good, I tried to not as much. I'm very, very happy with my results. Let me just, like, say that off the bat. The only thing is, I think, like, I have a little bit of scarring. I don't know if you can really quite see it. I'm trying to look in the...
You have a bruise.
You have a bruise, like, right there from where my drains went in. And overall, in my experience, the drains were just, like, the worst part of top surgery for me.
Do you want to talk about, like, how physiologically our chests are different?
Sure. I think that, for one thing, my scars, I think, are going to heal a lot more pigmented than yours. We know that because like you have scars in other places, and I can see that your chest is kind of following that line. And then I've had 2 surgeries on my legs, and those scars are like still pigmented like a fair amount. So I feel like my scars are going to be much more pigmented than yours, but I know at least like these scars on my legs have like lied flat really well. So yeah, so I think that I have much more pigmented. I'm going to have much more pigment, and I think my nipples are darker than yours.
Your nipples are darker. Did your nipples start out that dark?
I don't think so. I think they like.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So the magic of top surgery.
Yeah.
It'll change
Darker
your nipple
nipples.
color. So yeah, your nipples are darker, your incisions are darker, but this will lighten over time. And right now, your scars are much thinner.
Yeah.
Finer, and some places up to like this thick.
Yeah. Our nerve damage is pretty similar though, I think.
Yeah.
So like I have feeling, all here is fine. I have feeling right here. I lose it right. I have a little bit of feeling. I have it like on the scar. I can feel that. But right here, I barely have anything. I feel here, and I can feel here. But like right here, I have almost like nothing. I can feel pressure, but I can't feel any like.
What about right here?
I can feel that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can feel that. And that's pretty similar to you, I think.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if you can relate to me. When you get an itch,
oh, it's the worst.
along your scar or where you have nerve damage, can you itch it?
No.
I know.
That happened to me the first time in yoga. I had an itch on, I think it was like right underneath my nipple, at least my body was telling me I did, and I couldn't itch it. It was the most frustrating thing. So I just kept pushing instead. Like I kept just like trying to like satisfy the nerve or something.
Get deep in there in that tissue.
I'm also in the point right now where I'm getting like the zaps.
Yeah, that didn't happen to me.
Yeah, so I keep getting like little zings of pain like in my like nipple and then along my scar. It tingles a lot.
Yeah.
I get a lot of tingling.
Can't relate, but that's interesting. And I've heard that before.
Yeah, so I get a lot of that, especially when I exercise.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't really know why, but maybe it's just because it's moving a lot more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Science.
And then do you have any nip issues like me?
No, I don't. At least not yet. But yours didn't come right away.
True.
So, but like I've kind of checked like a bunch and I don't know. I don't see any like clogged pores or anything like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Just overall, I'm just super stoked with everything.
To sort of kind of wrap it up, psychologically, how does it feel to, one, have the body that you've wanted for a long time, and two, to be like vulnerable and share this body?
It feels amazing to have the body that I've like always dreamed. I mean, the first, like, I feel like I was just walking around without a shirt on.
Yes.
Like, constantly.
You were flexing in every mirror you passed.
Yeah. Flexing and just, like, loving the way that it is. I still feel that way. I couldn't be happier that I did this for myself. I never knew how much I needed it. You know, like, you think you need something, and then when it actually happens, it just, like, further confirms that it was the right decision for you. All of the pain, all of that experience that was difficult for me was completely worth it to have this result. I feel scared but empowered when I'm, like, vulnerable like this. It's scary because, you know, you're essentially, like, saying, like, this is my body, and it's a non-traditional body. You're saying, like, you can see me in, like, this vulnerable state where I, like, expose that I'm, like, trans, which is scary. But at the same time, I know that I can be, like, a representative for other bodies that are like mine, and I can show people that it's good and that it is normal. Like, it is normal, and it is something that you can be proud of.
I didn't know that a body who has gone through top surgery but is not on T was possible until I saw it. So yeah, I think the visibility can definitely make a difference. But are all trans people who get top surgery, are they required, or is there any kind of obligation for them to share their results or their body or be vulnerable in this way?
Heck no.
No.
Your body is yours. You get to make any decision that you want about it. You don't owe anybody anything. I don't owe you anything. I choose to do this because it's what makes me feel good and I want to do it.
That is so awesome. That made me feel good. I think that's a good way to wrap it up. Cool.
Thanks for having me on again.
You're welcome. Come on anytime. The people want you.
Give the people what they want.
I know. Yeah, really.
I love you.
I love you. Give me a kiss. Mwah.
Okay, bye!
Breathe your song in my
Thank you so much for watching. This video is sponsored by our Patreon. Grace and I are trying to start a podcast. We're really excited about it, and all the funding for branding, equipment, etc. is coming totally through Patreon. So check it out if you want. There are some fun perks, and here are some of the cool people who are currently a part of the little community. Whether you're a patron or not, I really appreciate you, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye.
Oh, baby girl, set the pace. I won't fall behind. Your hand, my hand interlace.